Nelly Choppa blew up at the age of 16 when the Shot of Flow music video came out and rose to fame. Baby Santana would start to gain notoriety at the age of 14 with his SoundCloud hit Prada. Lil Tecca released Ransom with Internet Money at the age of 16, which would break him into the spotlight. The list of rappers, producers, and artists who blew up young goes on and on. But is this the reality for most artists? Is this even possible for artists outside of the spotlight to make it this young? Well, there's a huge problem that needs to be addressed. All artists are affected by this, and it's what stops most people from ever making art their career. We're gonna go over this problem and the solution that artists can implement to eventually find similar success with their passion. Social media reveals these extreme cases of virality, giving those with similar dreams a depressing and unending pressure to figure it out young. We may not realize it, but stories like Lil Tecca, Nelly Choppa, or Baby Santana's are extremely rare, and without the internet, you most likely would have never met someone with a story like this. Every scroll on TikTok, Instagram, or YouTube is another reminder that you haven't made it yet. And because we see young, successful artists so often on these platforms, it makes us feel like we're missing out. To make up for this feeling, many artists work till they're burnt out and stress themselves out to the point where they have no other option but to quit. It's most obvious to see this in real life. Artists opting out of getting a part-time job to support their dreams, people isolating themselves to feel more productive, and artists procrastinating so they never have to come to the realization that it's going to take longer than they thought. The point is, teenage virality makes it much harder for regular people with no industry connects or $100,000 safety nets to keep going and work on their craft. But the good news is, it's all mental. So what's the solution? How do you overcome this problem and stay focused on your craft? The first step is to realize that attaining any amount of success is going to take time. Just look at some of the most well-established artists and brands of today. Kanye was 26 when he released College Dropout. Kenny Beats didn't start The Cave until 28. Jay-Z didn't release his first album until 26. And most labels didn't want to sign him because they thought he was too old. Oftentimes, the artists who blew up young just don't last. Look at people like Mario Judah, 645 AR, and Spot'em Got 'em. These artists chase the viral hit only to realize it's not a hit that makes the artist if they don't have a solid fan base already built up. It's the brands that don't go viral until their late 20s or 30s that stand the test of time, simply because these young artists couldn't handle all the opportunities being thrown their way. Kenny Beats said it best.
If you had put me in all the rooms I'm in now at 21 because I'd made some hot beats and I'd gotten some big placements, I would have it up. I'm so glad it's me now going in these rooms for the first time with all the knowledge I have and all the ability I have. Certain people wouldn't have been ready for things at a young age where maybe they wanted things. It took me a long time to figure out how I needed to move, how much work I needed to put in, how I needed to carry myself, how long I needed to keep my head down.
What most artists on social media miss is that it takes genuine life experience to understand how to maintain a successful brand. Life experience that a lot of these 16, 17, or 18-year-olds lack. Most artists would be better off spending another year or two honing their craft, making money some other way than their image, and coming back with a sober mind. But that's just not what a lot of artists want to hear. Everybody just wants to see amazing results today, when really it takes years of developing a variety of skills and years of developing your vision to truly understand what you want.
A lot of people want the pros, but they don't want the process. A lot of goals, less stress. A lot of time.
So if you can force yourself to be content with where you are now and understand that you have to be patient, you will see a lot more results down the road. One of my favorite things I do to develop this mindset is to look back at my own art from 2 years, a year, or even a few weeks ago. It can really help you understand the progress that you've made so far, how good your art really is, and it will even face us with the realization that maybe we're just too hard on ourselves. We're faced with the reality that we've made a lot of progress and that if we keep going, we'll see even more. And who knows, maybe it won't take as long as you thought. Just look at X's first songs on his SoundCloud. The quality is way worse than his songs that he's known for today, and if you take the time to look at your favorite artist's progress like this, it will help you realize that it does take time. And even your favorite artist had to overcome the same struggles that you're overcoming now. This tip is based off the book The War of Art by Steven Pressfield. Pressfield describes resistance as a negative force that keeps you from fulfilling your dreams and becoming your greatest version. You may want to go to the studio, record a YouTube video, or put out an Instagram post, but something stops you. You're worried you might not really make it, it's a waste of time, or maybe you forgot to do the dishes. People will think it's stupid. These are all thoughts that stop you from doing what needs to be done. That is the job of resistance. It uses fantasies, procrastination, drugs, people, social media, and anything else it can get its hands on. Our job as artists is to beat resistance. resistance, overcome its obstacles every day, and get our work done no matter what. Teenage virality is the greatest form of resistance, and it comes in many shapes. It can cause us to fantasize about our own chance at young success and where we're going to be in a few years, but most often, it makes us work harder, which, oddly enough, can be your worst form of resistance. Add more to your plate, isolate yourself, and burn yourself out so you never realize that you're not doing the one thing that needs to get done. The one hard thing you need to do to push forward, and this one thing often causes the most resistance. Artists need the extra time to think, experience, and consume. When we work harder out of jealousy, fear, or envy, we neglect the processing time we need to become great artists. Of course, achieving anything takes hard work, but this type of envious, frightful work neglects the fact we should put all our focus into one or two areas that give us the best results. For me, that's making the best YouTube videos possible, and nothing else. For you, that might be recording music or creating art. It takes experimentation and a lot of thought to find your path, but once you find it, double down on it and do what needs to be done. Win the game. It's all mental. What artists need to watch out for is over-identifying with their craft. You see this all the time. Young artists with no momentum wearing nail polish, fancy clothes, and a ton of jewelry for the simple fact that they can feel like an artist, be seen as an artist, so they don't have to do the work it takes to actually make it as one. Oftentimes, these stereotypical artists identify with their craft so much that they never post their work, never reach out to people for paid work, and surround themselves with the same type of artist that is afraid to post their work. What if someone doesn't like it? What if they say no? It's all in their head, and if they realize this, they win. I know because the same thing happened to me. It's depressing, and this mindset gets you nowhere. But what if you're too afraid to break out? What if the task seems impossible right now? What these artists, and all artists in general, need is a team, or even just some sort of network with other creatives. What we miss because of all the successful, young, independent artists is the fact that you can't do it alone. We cling to our loneliness because it's comfortable, but you'll never grow and see the results you want to see. This community, or even better, a team that keeps you accountable and that you have to report to, is so beneficial for this reason. It will keep you motivated, consistent, and better yet, you'll have someone to make art for. Build with these people, stick with them, and you'll make it together. The benefits of having a network is most evident on YouTube. If you have people to create videos for, people to help with your videos, you will always have something new and valuable to share to them. It's how you know what your audience's pains are and what you can teach to them. This is how all the best YouTubers make their start. Ryan Trahan built himself around the running community, Ruslan KD built himself up for the Christian community, and Ali Abdaal built himself around one problem, the BMAT exam. Any type of artist can implement this. Who do you make art for? Why do you make art? What do you want your art to stand for? What problem do you want your art to solve? Maybe it's as simple as sharing your story or giving a sense of relatability to your audience. Whatever it is, you need to share it. Vic Blends says it best.
My value is not in a haircut, and I found that out. Before, that was all my value was. So when you would think about me, you would think haircut. And I hated that because I'm like, man, God gave me so many different talents, bro. I could do anything. I'm creative. I produce. I can make content. I can shoot. I got an eye for other things that I'm learning. But everybody only sees the haircut. Yeah. And if my whole life and the only thing I felt like I had to offer was a cut, then I sold myself short of finding out what God had me here for.
This is the defining factor that most young artists lack. A lot of people cling to their artist persona for comfort and don't really care about making money. You need to step out of your comfort zone, think about who you are and what you represent, and you will see a huge amount of progress.